born into Islam because my dad is a Muslim. It wasn't easy because my parents are different in culture and also I felt in religion. I still remember like my mom and dad will fight a lot, especially about religion, about like the family structure, like the way my mom will think about the family is different than my dad's way. I learned from a very young age that Christ is not the Son of God. I learned that this is blasphemy, that Christians believe in three gods, not in one God. Jesus didn't die on the cross. During those years, God sent us neighbors, and those neighbors were Arabs and they were Christians. And neighbors in my country, they're like my family. They invited us to church, and that was a big deal. I always talk about the power of invitation. They invited us to church, and I started going there to Sunday school, learning new things for me. That was kind of my new ABC. So it's kind of like you learn a second language. It was the first time, like to hear it in a very clear way to me about like to hear the gospel from Christians, from Christ's followers. But there was something that attached me there. I memorized verses that I really didn't understand every single word in it, but I loved memorizing them. I loved the worship. I was invited to worship nights in our church, and I loved it. So I was wondering, like, how Muslims will say that they don't believe in God or it's a blasphemy. I mean, look
Ja,
at them.
Werbung.
They worship God in an amazing way.
Danke, lieber
They
Gott.
were talking about love, the love of God, His kindness, His mercy, and these words were very new to me in Islam. I will always hear about the law, about the things I need to do, the things that I need to achieve. I didn't hear about how forgiving God is, how loving God is, and also women's value in Islam, like how much Muhammad, through like what he talks about God or his life, valued women. So I started even from a young age to realize the differences between the two religions. I said I want to follow both of them because I cannot just walk away from Islam. And I said I will follow Muhammad and I will follow Christ. And that took me into a journey of searching, asking questions, learning more about the life of Muhammad, the life of Christ. And I started realizing, oh, I hate this, but I love what Jesus did. I love what Jesus said. I love the way he dealt with a woman at the well. I love the way he dealt with the prostitute, like how he saved her. So I will tell you in general, Muslims, in their hearts, they trust Christians. Like in my country, that's what I can say. They trust Christians and they know that they will respect us and they love us. And my dad didn't mind at all sending us to Sunday school or to church because he trusted people there. But absolutely, he didn't think that we will change. When he started to realize that, he got really scared and terrified because you're talking about something very shameful in the country, not only in the country, not only in the culture, but also in the religion. I went to a conference, and that was in north the country, and then the pastor was sharing about the physical pain of Christ on the cross and exactly like in details what happened on the cross. And he said something that changed my life. He said, God loves you the way you are, and he wants you to change because